We've got Margie.
Better.
Thank you for everybody for coming this evening. Definitely do appreciate it. So before I get into my vision statement, I do want to give you a little backstory on how I got to this vision statement. So what motivates me is who I call six of a kind. Six of a kind are my children. It used to be five. They were five of a kind, but now they're six. What I try to explain to them or tell them that the greatest success is the power of education. I try to tell them to have a lifelong love of learning, whether it be in school, if that could be, and just in life in general. And then once they graduate and get to that finish line, that could be high school or college, that I'm always there to support them. I don't want them to feel like they're doing it on their own. Give me a second. All right, so when we first moved to Cincinnati, my kids were fortunate enough to be in a school that I think were amazing. They supported me throughout this process. There's somebody on there that was in a previous class and she had no idea I was going to put her on there, so kudos to her. They continued to cut me in the loop. Anything that happened within them, if it was something that was bad, if it was good, they continued to encourage my kids. They supported me, made me feel like a family. Even when we moved out of the school district, they continuously stayed in contact with me and always checked up on them. So again, I felt like a family. Now we moved out of the school district, go to a new school district. Everything seems fine. 2 years passes on by. After those 2 years, I get a letter that one of the kids are reading on a first grade level. Sounds fine, right? But she's in the 3rd grade. I was upset. I'm upset, I'm in my feelings. At this point, I feel like, how did we get to this point that I didn't notice? I didn't notice she was reading at this level. The school never called me. Problem is, I didn't feel comfortable to go to that school. I didn't feel comfortable to step into that school and say, hey, what's going on? Tell me, what curriculums do you have? What do I need to be doing in school to help them? I didn't feel like I was in that space. Not only that, I think I was kind of frustrated because I felt like I put myself in a bad situation. I was servicing my child. I put him in a really bad situation that I could have helped and identified this earlier on. Somewhere down the line, a few years later, I come into school board school. I have no idea how I got here. I couldn't even tell you. Okay, but somehow I got here, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that I even went through this whole corridor. At first I thought, I don't know, this is 7 months, this seems a lot, right? But if I didn't do it, I probably wouldn't have done it, and I cannot tell you how much of the things that I've learned.
That's okay, it's not you, Marjorie. Keep going. We'll figure out what's going on.
Okay.
I've learned so many things from school board school that what I appreciate the most is that they helped me find my voice. They helped me give me confidence to be able to go into that school with no problems and asking the questions that I need. I was able to get the resources that I need, the knowledge, as well as, again, just building that confidence that I didn't think I had in that other school. So I always knew my why. My why was my children. I always knew what I wanted it to look like, and that's when they were attending that previous school. School board school kind of helped me connect those two together. So the voice that I told you I found through school board school is my motivation behind my vision statement, which is to inspire, empower, and educate caregivers by identifying and eliminating barriers to allow them more space, opportunity, and voice to support their children's academic excellence and growth. And I say identifying and eliminating because identifying the barriers could be anything. Everybody has different barriers. Mine was that I didn't have that confidence. Some is that they don't have the time, they don't have the knowledge or the resources. So I'll aim to try to see if I can remove those barriers to get you in that space to be able to support your children. That's all right.
That's great.
So because of school board school, I was able to join my local PTO as well as the local school decision-making committee. public schools of Greater Cincinnati. So we are going to be able to provide workshops for my local school. And what those workshops will look like will be what the parents need. Whatever you feel like you need to get more informed on, those are the workshops that we'll provide. And those workshops could be anywhere from how to utilize Power Schools. There are some gems in there that you might not know about. What do I need to be doing at home with my child prior to testing? How can I be an impactful parent? Does that mean I have to join the PTA, the LSDMC, or do I need to volunteer? How to read the test scores, okay? So my goal is to transform my passion into my vision so deeply that I'll be able to inspire my community to become more independent, resourceful, confident, and an instrumental partner in my children's